RAIDER ReACTION is for mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, in case it's been a minute since you've been by. It's late in the evening. You've had some frosty beverages, some herbal refreshment, what have you. It's just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, he's also a man of commerce. So if you're slipping what you should, he's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, you're going to pass a deep, dark alley to your immediate right. As you pass that alley, a cool breeze hits you that chills you right to your skeletal core. Is it the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you're gonna find at the end is a special little place that we like to call Deep Behind the Enemy Line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Wednesday, but couldn't be on Wednesday because Facebook worldwide was fucked up and had all kinds of issues, so it couldn't happen last night. Not because we weren't ready. We were very ready, but we just couldn't do it. So tonight, on Wednesday night, we have a little Ghost to the Post as we drop deep in the pocket and let it fly league wide as our Raider Reaction resident sports guru, Prime, joins me. What's up, Prime?
Bow. What up, Raider Nation? What's up, football fans all across the country? It is Ghost to the Post with Prime and the Commish going league wide, baby, man. And I tell you what, the NFL, they finally got my attention away from the NBA because the NBA was looking pretty good. There's a whole lot of stuff going on.
Prime,
but then all of a sudden, free agency hit.
NBA. I mean, it's like 2 seasons. It's like a really long preseason where all the teams make the playoffs that you already knew were going to make it, and then good basketball.
And then good basketball. All right. That's one way to look at it, but there are a few teams that bring it every night, and those are the ones that make champions. I don't want to talk about that too much, though.
No, this is...
Jason, you bring up something I've been meaning to get to.
Ooh. Yes, it's not been forgotten, and yes, we got to set that up for a special during. Yes, god damn it.
If you're just tuning in, what up, Jacob? If you're just tuning in to Goes to the Post, then you don't know that the Commish and I had a competition throughout the entire regular season and the playoffs and even the Super Bowl.
Yes.
In which we just picked winners. And I had a winning record. I did beat the Commish in our win-loss record.
Yes. We both had winning records. We both had very good records for the season.
You came on strong towards the end of the season.
I almost caught him at the end. It was very, very close. I was pneumatically eliminated at the end by a couple points. So it was close. Gallant effort.
It was close.
But yes, the challenge was the loser had to do the Kiki challenge, which it's lame and played out. So now that makes it even more embarrassing to have to do it. So it was played out 5 seconds after it was done, but now it's really played. I was like, so a month ago.
Yeah, it's been due. And so the Commish and I will get together and we will figure it out. It might be on a weekend, but we're gonna make this Kiki challenge happen. This is gonna happen.
Yeah, what jersey? Yeah, lovely. I'm sure everybody's really excited about that. All right. Moving on. Obviously, there's some big football news. Let's touch on some silver and black news to kick it off, Prime. As there is big silver and black news tonight, actually, as Jordy Nelson has been released, along with A.J. McCarron has been chopped as well. So traded a 5th last season to bring A.J. McCarron in to be the backup to Derek Carr and then release him already. Seems a little odd. We don't have another backup quarterback really on roster.
Well, you know what that does, though, right?
Opens up.
That just makes it okay for Gruden to draft a quarterback in this year.
Well, I totally thought he was going to draft a quarterback in this draft. I don't think it's going to be a crazy first rounder like everybody thinks. I think it's going to be a later round guy that he's going to bring in to groom as a possible project for later and to be a backup to Carr. So I did think he was going to get a guy. I don't think he's going to go for Kyler Murray or anything stupid like that.
No. Nah, but that one, there's that one kid out of, Buffalo, I think it is. Like Buffalo University of Buffalo.
But
kid's like 6'7", 260.
I don't.
You know.
I really think he's going to go
Kind of guy that's not the way to draft.
I was thinking wide receiver earlier, but now that obviously we've went and got Antonio Brown and Terrell Williams, um, and when we signed Terrell Williams yesterday, Prime, the first thing that came to my mind was, where does Jordy Nelson fit in that? Because Jordy Nelson's he's not a third. He's not the guy you use as a third.
No, he's not a slot receiver or
No.
anything like that. Jordy's lost a step, if you ask me, and I don't even know if he's a good number 2 now. Now, he is sort of a perennial number 2. He can be, maybe he can transform himself into something like one of the players I really do not like, Chris Carter, who is a possession wide receiver. Maybe he can be a possession wide receiver for somebody.
Yeah.
If he goes back to Green Bay, you know, if he goes back to Green Bay, then I guess
Maybe he'll
Aaron
go back
Rodgers
there on
will
the
have
cheap, though. I mean, he may
one
go
of
back
his
on
old
the
homies.
cheap.
Yeah, you got to get. Sometimes one of your old homies just makes you feel better, and that's what's gonna happen. Him and Aaron will sit there and laugh at the youngsters while they
I didn't see where Jordy,
leave him behind in practice. And
I didn't see where Jordy fit in the mix. So that really only leaves the big two, and with Terrell Williams and Antonio Brown. What do you think about the Antonio Brown pickup, Prime? I mean, to add.
Ooh. All right, okay. So I got this on a couple of layers. Antonio Brown, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the league. Okay, for a good long time, he wasn't getting traded. He was doing everything he possibly could to not get traded. Man, I mean, he was just short of Terrell Owens doing sit-ups in his driveway type of stuff. All right, that's where Antonio Brown was, and
It was getting.
then all of a sudden. And all you heard was like, what team is going to put up the price? Who's going to pay for Antonio Brown? And they said the Steelers were asking for a lot, And I think the Raiders gave up a third and a fifth.
A third and a fifth, man. I'm telling you, I was just shocked because I didn't want to give up a first to get Antonio Brown. I just didn't. I didn't want to see him give up a first, and I was concerned about his attitude, but my God, the way the guy has come in thus far, and have you seen the videos on Instagram and everything? He is completely embraced coming in. I mean, he's been to Derek Carr's house already. He's all in.
Day one, he had himself photoshopped and posted up on Instagram of him in the black and silver 84.
Yeah. He's.
So I mean. Oh man. The better trade, Beckham or Brown? Odell. I mean, what did Cleveland give up for Odell? I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Oh shit! They gave up what was it? A first and a third, and Jabril Peppers.
Ooh. See, now that's the kind of bounty I think that would have been required to get.
If I remember
to get Antonio Brown. That's what I think they should.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
All right. But nonetheless, Odell Beckham Jr., going to Cleveland, that's just a sign of what Cleveland's trying to do. I think they're going to, man, I mean, these guys are more or less 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B. You can decide who's A, who's B. I mean, but even after last year with old man Manning, Odell didn't put up fantastic numbers, and he was hurt a lot, and he was mad. He was over there grumbling on the sideline.
Antonio Brown to me is more. He's the more proven, reliable wide receiver out of the two of them. Odell Beckham is the guy that has that wow factor that's got the possibility of making that amazing play that nobody else on the planet can make. But he's not as reliable. He's proven to be a little injury prone at times, and he can't always be out there. Antonio Brown has seemed like he's always been out there. His stats have been more consistent over the course of his career. So. They're both amazingly talented, but I don't know.
Well, not to mention
the Browns with Jarvis Landry and Baker Mayfield and the running backs,
Nick Chubb
at running back, and man, they've got an offense, and
they got a defense too. But let's think about this. All right, with Antonio Brown, before this year, when did you hear about his attitude? You didn't.
No,
you didn't. Before this year. So this year, something went wrong in Pittsburgh. And I think that's what happened with Antonio Brown. Meanwhile, wasn't Odell Beckham Jr. right before the Giants made the playoffs like 3 years ago? Wasn't he on that boat in that boat picture?
Yes.
Where it was a bunch of giant.
Odell,
Yeah.
he's been notorious for being one of those guys, man. Antonio Brown has never had that reputation. I'm telling you, it's Big Ben and that coaching staff. There's some sort of cancer got in there because you had guys defecting and you had talent defecting. And when you got elite talent defecting, something's wrong. And hey, we'll reap the benefits of that shit. Bring it on.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there were people that had half a mind that Le'Veon Bell was going to end up a Raider too.
It was looking down to the wire there on that last night when he signed late with the Jets that there was a good possibility it was swinging towards the Raiders. Antonio Brown's dropping hints. I mean, it was all like super sleuth shit all day long, that whole day. And then he did end up being I understand it's more guaranteed money, Prime. And I know that's ultimately why he did it. But it's overall, It's less money. And it's the fucking Jets. You held out a whole year of your career in the prime of your career to be a Jet? Really?
I mean, they got Sam Darnold and they got some.
He's got nice hair.
He's got a full head of hair. And I'm going to tackle one question, and this is just my opinion here. Can Marshawn Lynch hold it down one more year? No, he didn't hold it down last year.
What? I'm on the Marshawn Lynch bandwagon, Prime, for 2019. One more year for the Beast. One more.
The bandwagon carted him off the field last year.
He got a groin injury.
Dude, that's an old man injury.
Oh, I don't know.
I had one. I had a groin injury. Yeah.
Are you comparing yourself to Marshawn Lynch? Come on now.
Absolutely, because I was playing some beach volleyball, not on a beach. It was just in the sand. I was playing some sand volleyball, and I went one way, my groin went the other, and oh my God, it hurt. But you know what I did? I served it out, man. I served it out like a man would. That's how that works.
Like a man would.
And see, Marshawn, he didn't serve it out, dude. He just posted up on the sideline. How many games did he miss last year?
Oh, we got shelved after like 6 games with the groin injury.
Yeah. There you go.
Here's the thing:
Marshawn's good for 6 games this year.
I don't think it was a major injury, Prime. It wasn't a major injury that if that he couldn't have dealt with it in the offseason. The thing was the season got out of control after he set out a couple weeks, and then it's like, why bring him back in at this point? It's going down the toilet. It's basically a recital for 2019, and let's just shelf him and IR him for the rest of the year. And then
yeah. Speaking of Janikowski, someone mentioned Janikowski, Elaine Desjardins. Anyway, Janikowski, he was a Seahawk, and they went for like a 53-yard field goal, which would have tied or won the game. And he pulled a hammy. He pulled a hammy.
Yes.
That's an old man injury.
Yeah, man. There's a reason. I love Jano as much as the next Raider fan, but he's got his day. He needs to go the hell out to pasture with a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, that's Janikowski. That's how he rolls. Florida State, baby.
Yeah.
Seminoles.
Damn straight. All right.
But dude,
speaking of where were we at? The AFC North.
Yeah, the AFC North.
It looks like a flip flop of power. You got the Browns look like, they're loading up. The Steelers have lost everything. The Ravens, I don't know what the hell the Ravens are going to be with. Their running quarterback is not going to carry them to anything. I don't believe. And the Bengals.
I can't. They traded Joe Flacco. Well, to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Like,
the Broncos don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. They paid Case Keenum a boatload last year, which I thought was an asinine move because Case Keenum has proved nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. Case Keenum, man, he had one good year with Minnesota. Purple. Got that purple. And yeah, one good year with Minnesota, Case Keenum. Then all of a sudden, John Elway thinks he's a good quarterback and brings him over to Denver, thinks they could do something, And no, Case Keenum's not that good. And so then, yeah, John Elway says, "Oh, here's another an old quarterback that is getting a little long in the tooth.
Let's get this.
Let me bring in Joe Flacco."
He reminds me of myself, a big awkward ass who can't run. Oh, let's get him.
Yeah, yeah, Joe Flacco. But even Joe Flacco lost his job to Lamar Jackson, a rookie quarterback who is more talented on his feet than he is with his arm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and they're gonna send Joe Flacco packing.
So I don't see the Donkeys being anything this year. I look, they're grabbing at straws right now. They're thinking they're rebuilding, and you don't rebuild with an old ass quarterback. I don't know if they're trying to do a Rich Gannon type thing, but it's not going to work with Joe Flacco. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, however,
Meanwhile,
are concerning me because with what they were last season, and now they're coming out.
the Honey Badger.
You see him get Math out. They're a concerning team. They're a concerning team.
Teron Matthew is one of he's a good safety. I'm surprised that he's seen as many teams as he has in the last few years because he was originally drafted by the Cardinals, and and he was good there. He was good there, and then let's see, where'd he go to? Houston. Then he went to Houston. He was with Houston, and their defense was pretty good, And I don't know if the Chiefs just offered him more money. I don't know if he was a free agent pickup.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly thought he was going to go to Tampa Bay because of Bruce Arians going there. I thought there was a relationship there, and when he came to visit there, I honestly thought that was where he was going to end up. But yeah, I mean, the Chargers have lost talent thus far, so I'm less concerned about them coming in. Phillip Rivers at some point is going to start to fall off. He's getting a little long in the tooth. You just can't continue to keep churning out, seasons. Father Time catches everybody,
Yeah, Father Time didn't catch him this year though. This past year,
not. He looked good this season, which sucked. Seeing them in the Chiefs at the top, sucked. I don't want to see that again. But I do believe the Raiders have closed the gap a little bit this season. I mean, obviously, they got to go out and get it done on the field of play, which they haven't done.
Yeah.
Since 2016. So we've.
I can tell you if that gap's any closer after week 1.
Yeah, true. Which, man, I can't.
That's how I feel about Cleveland. I mean, that's how I feel about Cleveland. There are people out there that are right now ready to crown Cleveland. They're saying the Browns are going to win the AFC.
Yeah, well,
I've actually heard that.
Everybody's a Super Bowl champion on paper. All rosters look great at the beginning of the season, and then it's amazing how after 1 week you're like, "Damn, man, we ain't got a fucking running game." Jeez, did you see our defensive backs? The world's falling apart usually after week 1, but going in, everybody's like, "Oh man, we got so and so and so and so," and it's a laundry list. Everybody's optimistic going in, but it can all change fast.
That's just good. But I'm not gonna start I'm not writing those checks yet, man. Nah, I think Cleveland's pretty good. I think they've got a chance to win the division. I still think Cincinnati, when healthy, is a decent team, and the Ravens. I mean, what someone mentioned earlier, I think the Ravens picked up Mark Ingram, who's not bad.
No. Tevin Coleman is he's off the market as well. He's a 49er. He was somebody I wanted the Raiders to entertain.
Yeah.
But he's gone. He's off the market. So is that purple drink?
It's the purple. Syrup. No, I'm kidding. Nah. Or rum. I got that syrup.
It's Pie Day, It is Pie Day.
It is Pie Day.
He's being pirate.
3.14 rate. All right.
Terrible.
Anyway.
Bad joke. Wah, wah, wah.
I know.
Fail. Yeah, Latavius Murray, he got signed as well. He's off the market. So that starts making you look at our running back situation, because if you don't bring back beast mode, obviously we're out of the Le'Veon Bell lotto that was going on there. We're out of that. So you start looking at who are the other top running backs that are out there, man. There ain't a lot. It was a very weak class of running backs in free agency as well as wide receivers. We got two of the best that were out there for wide receivers on the market this year, and we should be happy with that. Running back, unless we bring back beast mode, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know where we go. Draft?
Yeah, you're going to have to draft because, I mean, yeah, you need some fresh legs at running back in Oakland and Las Vegas. I'll say that.
Yeah, Doug Martin's not the freaking answer. I don't want to see Doug Martin out there again. It was great. He had an okay little season last year at points, but
yeah,
he totes the rock with one arm when he's running through the line. He doesn't secure the ball, and no, I'm not a Doug Martin fan.
And Latavius Murray, I'm sorry, I've never been. Have you ever been really impressed by Latavius Murray?
Latavius Murray runs awkwardly. He runs really up and down, and yeah, I've never liked his running style, and no. I mean,
so
he's
somehow he keeps getting employed.
Yeah, he's still getting employed. He got a job with Saints. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even hear that. Rick, is Vontez Burfict, whatever his name is, Vontez Burfict, the linebacker for the Bengals?
Yeah.
Is he a free agent?
I don't know. I can find out. Hold on.
Because if that man is a free agent, if you like your team, you should have him play for you.
Well,
whatever team that may be.
He does have a history with Gunther, who was the defensive coordinator for a long time in Cincinnati and came over. Yes, he was released, Jacob said. There we go. That must have been. Well, there you go. He's now available.
Yeah.
He wasn't available a little bit ago.
I'd pick that cat up. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's a position where it kind of like safety. You got to be a little unhinged a little bit to just have to go out on every single play, just crush people. So you've got to be a little unhinged. So I don't mind a little violence mixed in with my middle linebacker. Bring him in. He'd make a great Raider.
Vontez is a throwback, dude. Like, before they started making all these rules to protect the players and the guy crossing over the middle and the quarterback that can't be touched. Vontez Burfict is he should have played in like the 70s or the 80s or something like that. That's what kind of linebacker he is. He plays angry. I mean, he's going to get some fines. I guarantee he will get some fines this year. No, he's not dirty like Ndamukong Suh was dirty a few years ago.
He borders on the dirty. He's a little dirty too.
Oh, that you after the whistle a little bit, maybe.
If that dirty's on my team, I'll take it. But
yeah,
that's just kind of how it is.
I tell you what, any defense this year that goes out and signs Ndamukong Suh, who was on a 1-year deal from the Rams, all right, and signs Vontez Burfict. All right, their defense is just gonna scare people.
I wouldn't mind seeing Suh for a season, man. He's like a rent-a-cop. I wouldn't mind seeing him for one season to come in to see if he could. Help shake something up.
Suh is such a strange player. Man. Like he always works out on his own. He doesn't work out with the team. He didn't work out with the team in Miami. He didn't work out with the team in LA. Like. He is a gun for hire. He is a
Yeah. Well, I seen.
Tony Cisco, put the fear in him. Learn them.
It's a violent game.
Y'all gonna learn today.
It is what it is. It's a violent game. It's not for the weak.
Oh, the Bears just signed Clinton Dix, who I think has one of the funniest names in the league. Because inside I'm a 12-year-old.
Aren't we all?
Clinton Dix.
Hell yeah. Aren't we all?
The 49ers just signed Jordan Matthews from Philadelphia on a 1-year deal.
It's a crazy time of year right now. It is a crazy time of year. I mean, the Raiders have made moves. They've added a safety already. Offensive back.
Yeah. Ha-ha. Clinton. Dicks.
Oh, goodness gracious. Nick Foles, he's a Jag, and Bortles has already gotten the axe, which we talked about a lot last season, that they could be a team.
There's your backup quarterback.
So, is Foles your guy that's just going to take you all season? I mean, he did it in a Super Bowl run, but a whole season?
I mean, we've seen this before. I mean, when when Philadelphia was coached by the guy who came from Oregon State and is now with
Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly. Yeah, when Philadelphia was with Chip Kelly,
Blue Apple.
Don't eat the blue apple.
He was holding up stupid
Don't do that.
And shit. And, what the fuck? It's in college, man.
Yeah, right. Anyway, but Nick Foles had like a tremendous season. Nick Foles had a tremendous season under Chip Kelly. He ended up, I don't know, he threw like 2 interceptions and 20-some-odd touchdowns, right? And then he was a free agent, and they let him go. I forget where he went because it didn't matter. And then, like, he went away, and now he came back. And now he's back with Philadelphia.
Did he go to the Rams?
Yeah, he went to the Rams. Oh, that's right. I was before Jared Goff got there. It was him and Case Keenum.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
These guys just get kicked around like, Case Keenum's like fucking Matt Flynn. He had like one good game and he just gets passed around for, Matt Flynn made all that money off of one game. And how many teams did he go through after that one game with all them touchdowns?
Yeah, none. But, man, yeah. So, anyway. So, Nick Foles goes back to Philadelphia, wins the Super Bowl, is the MVP, and now he's out on free agency again. And what do you know? The Jaguars pick him up, and everybody said last year, and everyone said the year before.
Yeah.
That the Jaguars were a quarterback away.
Well, they've got a quarterback now. I mean, he's legit. He's more legit than Blake Bortles, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a matter of offensive scheme and that sort of thing for the Philadelphia quarterback. I mean, like, sure, if Nick Foles comes in there and they do sort of a West Coast thing where they get the ball out quickly, then he could have some success. Short passes, lots of rack, run after catch. They can do that. They've got some decent skill positions.
She did have it. I was going to mention it here shortly. A Raider at Silver Sunshine she's one of the members of our hype team. She just had her little baby girl. So we have a new little Raiderette in the world. So there we go. Yay! Congrats. I hope everybody's healthy. I'll find out as soon as I get off the show. We've got a new little Raiderette in the world. There we go. I'm sure we'll have page soon enough.
How about it? So Nick Foles, he's got a lot to prove. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, Derek Carr had one good season and got paid, says Jason. He did obviously have the one that was his one standout season. But since he's put up stats in the other seasons still, even last season, I can't blame all last season on him. It's a goddamn dumpster fire. Fucking unloading talent and rebuilding and, no offensive line in front of him and running game was not there and wide receivers injured and Christ. Yeah, I can't put all that on him. But I got to see what he does this season. You've now given him a Terrell Williams, Antonio Brown. You're obviously trying to patch together a much better line in front of him. The running back remains to be seen. I don't think we're keeping Jared Cook. But that remains to be seen.
Why not?
It's a good damn question. It's strictly money because Jared Cook has set himself up to, after last season, he's going to get paid. This is his last time in his career where he's going to get that contract where he's going to get paid, and he's going to go the highest bidder. He's already went to the Saints. Supposedly they're interested. I've heard the Donkeys are interested.
Was he a Titan before a Raider?
Yes, he was a Titan and a Ram.
Yeah. So I don't know. He definitely got some footing there in Oakland. So Yeah,
He
and
did
a lot of it was garbage
man.
stats.
It was a contract year.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what I love, man. Contract years.
Yeah.
Just ball out that contract year and then coast for the rest of the terms of your contract. So
Yeah.
thank you, Leslie. I'm struggling over here. I got a little seasonal something going up in here. Anyway.
Good to know.
Dude. But yeah, sorry. I just sneezed. Did you see me? And I took a moment to recover. It was rough. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, we don't have commercial breaks, man. But no. Carr's he's got some work to do this year.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because there was a ESPN personality that questioned Carr's work ethic. And you can question his arm, you can question his quarterback, skills and head and intelligence. But man, you cannot question his work ethic.
Oh no, he got fucking pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, Carr was just like, man, he can come to my house. He can get up with me at 6 in the morning. And I'll show him the work.
Motherfucker, I fight you over that. Yeah, he was not.
Yeah, right. But
about that one.
but I don't know. I hope you guys keep Cook. Just because if you put Williams, Brown, and Cook, you are a threat in the air. If not anywhere else, you're a threat in the air.
Here's the phrase, though, Prime. This is the phrase, and it's right 100% of the time. It means you will not bring that player back next season when you say, we're going to let them test free agency. A player of that caliber, when you say, we're going to let him test free agency, that means you've now let him walk out the door and said, go find somebody that's going to pay you more than us. And the second he does, he ain't fucking coming back. So, he's going to go test free agency. Like, nobody wants Jared Cook. There's going to be several teams that are going to throw money at Jared Cook. And
oh, dude. I don't mean to read the bottom ticker on another station, but Conor McGregor just got sued by some guy over his phone.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
I heard he got in some trouble, but no, I didn't get the whole story.
I know all about this story because it happened in Miami, and you guys see the picture of this fucking guy. You could not draw a better caricature of a douchebag than this guy. He's wearing socks, and this is at night, coming out of a club at 5 o'clock.
You say socks and sandals.
Socks and sandals. He had like these polyester shorts and this really tight shirt and this like goofy beard and was wearing a man purse. I mean, you could not. And this was the guy that got his phone stomped. And he's a foreign guy of I forget something fucking act by ear or something. I can't remember what it was. But he's not from here. And supposedly he's a Khabib supporter as well. So now they're starting to think, oh, is this some sort of fucking...
It was a setup.
Yeah, because the guy, dude, you should see the guy. He looks so ridiculous. It's like if he was the worst...
Chiefs just signed Alex Okafor.
If it's like he was the worst spy in the world, and he's like, I'm trying to be incognito in Miami. And he's got a fucking man purse and short shorts, man. He's fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Yeah. You ever catch me with a man purse and short shorts? Put me down, okay? Just put me down. I don't care.
When Indiana Jones rocks it, it's a satchel. All right? Anybody else rocks it, it's a fucking purse.
Well, Indiana's Indiana. The man found the Holy Grail, for Pete's sake. Come on now.
When he rocks it, it's a satchel. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Fucking man purse.
Yeah. He stapled his hat on. Don't get me started on Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is savage.
Ooh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim.
I saw Elaine say something earlier about not having any faith in Chris Warren III. And I constantly, man, I see his name brought up, and everybody's so excited about this kid. And he put up those yards against preseason defenses last year second string, third string, and fourth string Ds. He didn't even start those games, and he to me reminds me a little of Latavius Murray. He's got a weird running style as well, and he put on a lot of weight in the offseason. So I don't know about that guy. I think he's a project, and I want to see him worked in a little this year and see what happens. But we'll see. We'll see. I need see a little more out of him. What the hell was that? You froze and you come back with a big ass smile on your face.
Because I froze, because I don't know, I was trying to get the comments back up, and then all of a sudden my phone went to the home screen, and I was like, what?
That's so good.
Yeah, right? Oh, Lord. It's that purple. What's Jamarcus? Jamarcus, give me another one.
You need some purple drink?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Nah, the co-host is back. That's right. I'm the co-host with a good portion. Anyway,
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
He shoots. He scores.
But you mean Chris Woolen the third? Bless you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Man, that dude is huge.
Jojo.
The new offensive lineman Brown that we picked up from the Patriots. The dude is gigantic. And I listen. Everybody said it the other day when on the release report on Tuesday. I 100% believe we're bringing that guy in to be the left tackle. Colton Miller's going to right tackle, and we're going to dump Donald Penn. I say it. You're dying over there.
I am. I told you. I tried to tell you. But nothing but the love got me here tonight. The love in this room.
Just need more rum.
Yeah. Yeah.
More rum cures everything. You won't feel shit in a minute. Just keep drinking.
Cures lots. It goes right to whip. Let's do it right now in the dark. Now. Hey! Are you gonna wear a jersey for the Ghost Riding the Whip for the Kiki challenge? Kiki.
Jersey.
I think he should pay you down there if you pay for the jersey.
I don't think you should be taking suggestions from off air. I hear whispers.
Right. I was like, what? The Giants are a dumpster fire. Giants are a dumpster fire. They just got Golden Tate.
They got rid of
Golden Tate?
Beckham Jr. and went and got Golden Tate. I mean, that's an upgrade, right?
And the same thing about Golden Tate is the same thing I say about Jordy Nelson. Or the same thing I said about Jordy Nelson is the same thing I say about Golden Tate. Man, he's lost a step. He's getting old. And he lost a step. If he's not fast, dude, he's nothing. Because he can't get open downfield regardless.
No.
He's
NFL
quick from point A to point B to C and D. He's good at the shuttle run.
NFL defensive backs are fast. You can't just running good routes ain't enough and having good hands. You gotta have speed. You gotta have
not anymore.
package. Yeah, he got ran down a couple times this past season, so he's definitely.
And it doesn't even matter because Eli Manning. Talk about old men. Eli Manning is man alive. He's a geriatric dude. Like
you're gonna roll it with him one more year at least.
That's insane. If they don't draft a quarterback in New York, then New York should give up the rights to their team. Like, like they should move that team to, I don't know, somewhere else.
The Lions have actually made some moves as well. And
did they?
Yeah, they've made a few. They've made a few moves as well. They've picked up.
Good for them. Well, they lost Golden Tate last year. Never mind.
Yeah.
And Ziggy Ansah.
Yeah, he's on the way out as well. He's out there on the free agent market. He's an interesting one. He's an interesting one out there. Ndamukong Suh, I don't know, man. He's on or off.
Ndamukong Suh, he is a stud. I don't care how dirty he is. When it comes to just physical capability as a defensive tackle, Ndamukong Suh is one of the best ones in the league. Unfortunately, he's had some dirty play, which has overshadowed a lot of his talent.
Yeah.
The fact is, that man's a hoss. Dude, he was a hoss at Nebraska way back in the day. He can bench press buses and stuff, dude. Like, he's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and Leslie Marie Van Tassel. Big ups to you for bringing up Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft was hanging out in Jupiter, Florida. Who knew there was a Jupiter, Florida? I only knew Jupiter to be, the 7th or 8th, 6th or 7th planet in the solar system.
That's where Tiger had his episode as well, was in Jupiter, Florida, where he got his infamous golf club incident with his wife.
Dude, that's it. If I ever move to Florida, I'm moving to Jupiter. It's popping, dude. It's popping in Jupiter.
But he's not going to get much out of it. I mean, I honestly don't think he was involved in the sex trafficking part of it.
He got the human trafficking removed or whatever, and he's just going to get soliciting some prostitution.
Yeah, that's about it.
Trying to get a little Hummer on the side. Little happy ending at the massage parlor.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
If you got that kind of money, I mean, you got to do it. That's the way you got to go about it. It just seems a little odd. I think I could come up with a little more discreet, I don't know.
Dude, I don't think discreet. It was discreet, but they were scandalous, and they were recording some of those discreet moments. So I mean, there's video evidence of my main man Robert Kraft.
It was like fast too, dude. Did you see the timeline? It was insane. It was like, what was it? It was like less than 11 minutes, like 14 minutes from the time he got out of his car, went inside, met the lady, went in the room, came back outside and got in the car. Was like less than 15 minutes entirely. Like, he was like, dude, let's get this shit done. Like, walked in, fucking.
She must have been skilled.
Yeah. Like, calling in, like on the bat phone. Like, Robert's on his way. He's prepped and ready. Big boss on his way in. Hot and ready.
Yeah, they had this thing going on well before Robert Kraft walked into there, because there was some human trafficking
he picked a bad spot.
Allegations.
Picked a bad spot. That's for sure. Yeah, if you're gonna pick a spot to get that done at, don't do the one where they're trafficking humans through it. With FBI sting upon it.
And that's where Tiger Woods had his little meltdown where...
Well, yeah, not at the massage parlor, but...
Well, no. In Jupiter, Florida, they found him passed out behind the wheel of a car that had wrecked into a sign or something like that.
Oh, was the incident that was in Jupiter, Florida? I knew he had an incident in Jupiter, Florida. I couldn't remember if it was...
Is there a Hooters in Jupiter?
Oh, well, probably.
If there's a Hooters in Jupiter, then Tiger Woods was up in there.
There may even be a wing house. Wing house is better. Shorts are shorter and the food's better. It's a regional thing.
Didn't we go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. With the black they got the black shorts. Way better than the orange shorts. Just saying.
That's a preference thing. Just saying. Anyway, so I mean, the NFL free agency has basically taken over sporting news as of late. It's been absolutely wild. I'm sorry, I am an NBA fan. I'm an NFL fan. I'm an NBA fan. I'm a tennis fan. I don't want to talk about it to y'all, but anyway. Who doesn't love Hooters? Oh, dude. They left Des Moines. There's no Hooters in Des Moines anymore.
Damn. That's no good.
Oh, we got Twin Peaks, though. We got Twin Peaks. It's different.
Well, but
it's the same.
I live close to the first Hooters ever. It's down in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah. Clearwater. Beautiful. Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater Beach.
Yeah. Maria.
Oh, the tennis. I'm guessing he's going tennis or something.
Oh, Sharapova. Nah, I can't stand her loud ass, dude. She needs to shut up when she plays. Maria Sharapova. Man, don't you know tennis? You just be quiet. She's over there grunting like she's lifting or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a what?
We have a troll. Oh, well. He knows the rules. If you're gonna step in, rep your team or what have you.
Yeah. Be cool or shut the fuck up.
Yeah. That's even better rule. Be cool or shut the fuck up. We'll just post that.
Nah, I mean, then let me make it clear. I mean, if y'all don't know, I'm not a Raider fan.
No,
My favorite team is the League.
Guru. We don't.
My favorite player is Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell's a stud. I don't give a crap what any of y'all say. Roger Goodell handles this league like a man. He's no Paul Tagliabue. He's not even an Adam Silver. But he's pretty good. Yeah, I know. You're the nomad team of the NFL. Let's go to Oakland. Let's go to L.A. Or let's start in Oakland. Let's go to L.A. Let's go back to Oakland. Let's go to L.A. Let's go back to Oakland. No, let's go to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Y'all are just a team on vacation.
Well, what team you repping, man? If you're gonna step in,
Who?
step in.
This guy.
This guy. I'm curious.
No, Roger Goodell, homie. Although Robert Kraft, he is a player. Cat's got Super Bowl rings, gets busted getting handies down in Florida.
He's living his best life.
He's living his best life. That's right.
Yes, not too far.
Have I? The captain made me do it.
The captain.
Yeah, I'm trying to fight this cold. You are, matey. So, all right. So far, Commish, what do you think is the
We got a little off
most
the road.
impactful? What's the most impactful signing in free agency so far?
I don't even want to be biased, but I honestly think it's the Antonio Brown signing. I really do.
Yeah.
I believe Derek Carr was a quarterback, and I'd made this argument for like a month now, that I felt he was a wide receiver away from making that next step. Every great quarterback has had that great wide receiver connection. You've got that guy that when you're scrambling and you look down, you just got to see that guy for a second, and they just sink. Every great quarterback's had that guy. And, man, Antonio Brown he's the guy's on the cover of fucking Madden, Prime. Not too many.
Oh, I know.
You know,
dude. When I start up my Madden,
on the cover of fucking Madden on our team. That hasn't happened for a minute. Okay, that's a big deal.
When I start up my Madden, it's just Antonio Brown catching the ball, making a couple of Ravens miss, and then he scores and dances, and he's gonna score and dance in the silver and black. And so I gotta say that, yeah, indeed, I think the most impactful move so far in free agency is Antonio Brown to the Raiders, with a second runner-up, with a honorable mention of Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ.
Yeah. Because pairing him with Jarvis Landry is a
dude.
They got it.
With Baker Mayfield, dude. Baker Mayfield is a baller, dude. I saw that kid in college, dude. Baker Mayfield is really, really good. He's got that undescribable it factor. No one knows what it is, but if you got it, you know it. And Baker Mayfield is one of those guys.
Yeah, and
he wins.
They've got a young running back. They've got a very young core there, and if they can put it together, I agree that they're a close second. But I think the Antonio Brown signing is big. Adding Terrell Williams on the other side. Now you wonder what they're going to do with the third. Do you bring back Brandon LaFell? You got Marcel Aitman out there. Seth Roberts hasn't been cut yet, but I really think Seth Roberts gets the axe this year. I mean, I can't believe he's made it as far as he has, honestly.
And, well, Mern is saying they still have your draft picks, which is true. But what they've also said about this draft is truly it's a defensive draft.
Which is what
if it were up to me, I draft a couple of offensive linemen, maybe a running back, somewhere in there.
The fact Mern brought
And
that
just
up.
load up on defense.
The fact Mern brought that up, I would like to point that out too. That is probably the biggest thing that I can take away from what the Raiders have done in free agency thus far, Prime, is that they have brought in a stud safety. They've brought in one of the best offensive tackles that was out in free agency from the Patriots. And they brought in Antonio Brown, possibly the best wide receiver in the league. And they've done all that, and they've maintained every single first-round and second-round draft pick that they traded to get last year, which is freaking amazing to me that they're still carrying those 5 picks coming into the draft. It just the Jets.
The Jets
fan.
Jets are
That's
cool.
like
The Jets just got.
Holy shit! That's like
Dude, the
seeing
Jets
fucking
just
Bigfoot.
got
A Jets
Le'Veon
fan.
Bell, Sam Darnold. They got Robbie Anderson, I think his name is. He's a good young wide receiver for the Jets. The Jets could make some noise, but they are in the same division as the Patriots, the Cheatriots. So, the Browns are not still the Browns. The Browns weren't even the Browns we know and laughed at last year.
No.
Last year, the Browns got better. This year, the Browns are continuing to get better. And the crazy thing about Cleveland right now is all the Browns players, all their main players are like 22, 23, 24. They're all in this like early 20s pocket. Dude, they might be good for the next 5 or 6 years.
I'm still blasted by the fact we have a Jet fan up in here, man. It's almost like a Bigfoot.
Sweet. I don't care, dude. For the Ghost of the Post, I hope that there's 32 people, fans of 32 different teams at least, and all
It takes
y'all.
31 enemies to make a league. You goddamn right.
That's right. That's right.
So, if you didn't know and you hadn't heard yet, next Wednesday is a very special episode, and it is our 2-year anniversary of Raider Reaction. It is the second year. 2-year anniversary celebration. So we're going to be giving away a bunch of free shit. We're going to have a whole bunch of people on the show. We're going to open it up and have guests call in. But we're going to do we're going to have a little fun next Wednesday. So make sure you tune in. So I'm Prime. I'm sure you'll be joining us for our 2-year anniversary
dude, I wouldn't miss it.
Show on Wednesday.
Hell yeah, I'll be there.
And of course tomorrow night it's Black Friday. I'm going to throw up a post in the morning. I want to do a viewer's choice Black Friday tomorrow night. Have you guys pick which game that we do, like I did the last one that we did. So if you got any ideas for games you want to see on Black Friday, be watching for the
Play
post.
one of them Gruden games with Gannon, Rich Gannon, and Charlie Gardner. I think. What was his name? Was it Charlie Gardner?
Charlie Garner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them games. But nothing in the snow. Nothing in the snow.
All right. That's it.
I'm just a fan of players, Chris.
Next week for Wednesday, our 2-year celebration. Until then, if you haven't joined our official Raider Reaction group, click on the group tab on our Raider Reaction page. Come join the dark side. The Raider Reaction Empire, the official group of Raider Reaction, raw, real, uncensored. Congratulations, Raider Silver Sunshine. We got us a new little baby girl in the Raider Nation. Her and Paul, congrats. Thank you all for joining me as always. Appreciate each and every one of you, our band of pirates. Without you, we would be nothing. You are what keeps us coming back every night. Tomorrow night, Black Friday, we're going to do a viewer's choice. You guys pick the game that I'm going to put on and host tomorrow night. I am out. Thank you to Prime. Thank you to each and every one of you. Until next time, same Raider time, same Raider channel. Peace, love, Raider Nation!